Last time on Tales of Berseria. Love it. Hey guys, Ryan here, and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. I don't know why it took me so long to get out. Yeah, this episode was supposed to come out a while ago, but I ran into some various issues, so I decided to start another series a week early, so don't think like I neglected this or anything. Or I didn't like it or want to finish it or anything like that, no. I just kind of was running into some problems with my own PS4 and gaining access to it. Can I do something with this?
Rokuro, you said something to him at the end.
To Shigure?
Yeah. Maybe it's not my place to ask, but...
I don't mind. It was just something that happened long ago. The story about Shigure plotting to overthrow our lord. That was a lie. A lie that I spread.
But why...
I wanted a just cause to strike him down. Storm Howl, Shigure's name, the leadership of the clan. I used to want all of that for myself.
Do you regret it?
Not at all. Besides, Shigure figured it out a long time ago. But really, I don't know what made me think I had the strength to defeat him back then.
He was truly strong.
Of course he was. He was the head of the Rangetsu family, the strongest warriors in all the land.
Rokuro, does this make you head of the clan now?
No. I'm a demon. And more importantly, all I ever wanted was to beat my brother. That's enough for me.
I love the really simple relationship between the two. Like, I always feel like games try to give, like, excellent reasons as to why, like, oh, these two family members are pitted against each other. In this one, it's nothing more than, like, I want to beat him. I want to win. Well, that's kind of unfair that... Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense now. But it seems kind of weird that, like, Shigure spared him, like, hundreds of times. And now Rokuro's just like, no, I'm gonna kill you this first time I win. I'm gonna kill you. But I guess that's because he's kind of opposing him in this way, and he's kind of in the way now, but yeah. Eleanor cry? Oh, don't cry.
What's the matter? Why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
Okay.
Okay? Is that all you have to say?
What's wrong? You really are crying.
You and Shigure. You were brothers, but...
Oh, that. It's really nothing to shed tears over.
How can you pretend it's not important? Don't tell me it's because you're a demon.
You went and answered your own question.
So you will say it's because you're a demon.
No, that's not the answer, actually. It's not because I'm a demon. It's because we're swordsmen that I'm not sad.
Huh?
When we both really fought, I got this sharp, vivid feeling that pierced straight to my core. When we were both throwing ourselves wholly into the battle, we wanted to keep on fighting forever, like an unquenchable thirst. That's a feeling we only got from each other.
Lord Shigure did seem to be enjoying himself. I feel like I can understand it a little better now. But I'll never comprehend it.
That's for the better. If you did, you'd end up like us.
Probably so.
I wonder when I'll be able to have a match like that again.
You won't have to worry about that.
Hmm?
Just as you work so hard to defeat Lord Shigure, another swordsman will do the same to defeat you.
You're not wrong. Your positivity reminds me of him. Now I'm suddenly craving a cup of Yozakura Anmitsu.
The what?
Anmitsu?
Cherry blossom flavored sweet bean paste, black sesame ice cream, and fruit. It was Shigure's favorite.
That's kind of hard to picture, but I'd like to try it.
Let's settle then. When this is all over, I'll take you out for some.
I look forward to that.
Then make sure you come back alive, all right?
You too, Rokuro. Yozakura Anmitsu. I won't forget.
Aw. I always like Eleanor a lot, even though she cries. It's different from Kamoana crying. Like, it's It's very, adorable in a way. Hello, cat.
You should get out of here while you still have the chance.
If things get hairy, I'll run. But please, let me stay here a little longer. I owe Shigure for giving me back my free will. And he always did hate to be alone.
I never knew that.
You didn't? Weren't you his brother?
We never had time to think about anything other than our training.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean any insult. He lived and he died according to his own beliefs. That has to be good enough. Humans like that are not so bad.
I suppose we aren't.
You're a funny sort of Malak, aren't you?
Thanks for the compliment.
Well, the fact that this one was not, like, this specific Malak was not, kind of looked upon at all. We didn't figure out anything about, Morgrim. Just that he or she, I'm guessing she, it sounds more like a girl, is here. I feel like she might have more connections in, Zestiria? Because, like, it's weird. It feels random, and she didn't actually do anything. It's just like she's there. So, unless she's like a secret endgame boss fight that's like, you want to test your strength against me, the cat? And Velvet's like, you're just a dumb cat, so what? And like 3 seconds later, everyone's lying on the ground. Oh, is there another dungeon area after this? I didn't wanna. I just wanted to fight Melchior.
It's scorching. No, it's torrid. Wait, no, it's hot! Can you please stop making a fuss? Anyone who can keep their cool inside a volcano needs their head examined.
I can feel the power of the earth pulse flowing upward. This is the life spring.
That's odd. Melchior isn't here.
You know, I changed my mind. I like Eisen in both outfits, and I think the red suits his evolution as a character a lot more. Kind of like Soren's black to white. I like them both.
Have you devoured even Shigure, Lord of Calamity?
Oh, there he is.
But remember, the only exorcists whose souls are worthy of sacrifice are Shigure, Oscar, Teresa, and me!
We know.
He's above us, at the volcano's peak.
Thank you, Eisen. We couldn't tell that.
Souls, you can only awaken 3 Imperians. That won't be enough to seal Innominat's power. If you are missing even one, awakening them will cause this volcano to explode, with you inside it.
Okay, you don't need to give us
If you seek to awaken all 4 elemental Imperians, then come. Try and take my soul from me!
We know, just shut up. That's what we're doing anyway. We're just gonna climb up there and kill you in the first place. That's why we're here.
What do you think, Magulu?
Trap. Melchior's greatest strength lies in his power over ice. I only wish we could lure him down here.
But we dare not forget. He's an exorcist who spent years plotting to awaken Innominat.
Exactly. He could be capable of anything. It'd be dangerous to assume otherwise.
Maybe this is the wrong time, but Magulu, you're related to Melchior, right?
You'd better believe it's the wrong time. Long ago, I was Magilanica Loom Maven, Melchior's foster daughter, and before I was cast out, his disciple. Magilanica? The lost legate? Huh. So even after 10 years, my name still lives on.
I'm impressed. You must have commanded a lot of respect.
Not in the least. The relationship between Melchior and I was like that between Velvet and Artorias. The debts owed, and the grudges held. Velvet, you don't have to believe me. You may never believe me. But I tell you now, I want to settle my—
I don't much care about the affairs of a witch, now do I? I'm going to the peak to find him. Just doing what I want, like always.
Yep, that's right. And I'm going with you, like always.
I think it still feels weird to me. Like, you don't need to give every character all the exposition in the world. Like, honestly, I'm a little fine with them leaving Magalu to be quite vague. I have no issue with that at all for some reason. Just the issue of her backstory being like, yeah, I was a legate forever ago. She said 10 years. I don't know how old she is, but wouldn't that mean she was like 9 or 10 or something?
Piece of cake, it's a cinch, piece of cinch. It's scorching, it's freezing, it's scorching.
What are you muttering about?
You told me to chill out when I complained about the heat. Is that still bothering you? I heat up quickly and cool down slowly. I'm not bothering anyone, so go on, get lost!
That's even more annoying. I mean, come on. If it's both hot and cold, it's not scorzing. It's freeching, clearly.
That doesn't sound like me at all. Wait, that's not even my point! My skin feels like a frozen shell, but somehow my insides are boiling! This is miserable! It should be one or the other. I can't stand this fence-sitting!
Oh? Well, so what about the pineapple and sweet and sour pork?
Gross!
A sweet omelet?
The crime against nature.
Chocolate-covered raisins?
Whoever thought up dried grapes should be hanged!
Well, then what about peach pie?
I don't see what you're getting at!
What about yourself?
Utterly vile.
Doesn't that make you a fence-sitter?
That's why I'm having you eat that old man and shove him into the life spring.
I hope you learn to like yourself.
Don't try to embarrass me.
Man, I'm gonna miss these characters when I'm done with this game. Wait, warp? Is that? Oh, that's the beginning of the area. Okay. I was like, can I just warp up to Melchior? Hell yeah, I'll just do that. Screw walking and all these dumb puzzles I might have to do. So I'm not really sure how much time I'm gonna spend on, like, all the extra content that I missed. Because I know some of it just, you have to be a ridiculously high level for, and, I may not want to participate in all that. We'll see. I just don't know what I want to do quite yet. Because I imagine a lot of the content that's left aside from these boss fights are like some super bosses. Which I imagine I am super underleveled for and super undergeared for, mainly because, let's just say grinding in this game takes a lot longer than most games I've played.
We just need one last soul to awaken the elemental Empyreans.
Are you alright, Velvet?
I'll eat Melchior, and our collection will be complete.
I love how she's smiling and like it's some sort of like bug collection or something.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about you. You collapsed after the thing with Teresa and Oscar, remember?
You wonder if I'm fine after eating Shigure. It's not a problem.
But wasn't Shigure a lot more powerful than they were?
But look at me. I'm fine, right? Does it seem like I'm faking it?
No.
I think I'm just used to it. Both my body and mind.
You're not just used to it. You've changed.
Hmm?
Just as I changed after finding my free will, you've gotten stronger through our travels too.
Well, it probably helped a lot that Shigure wasn't very resilient in what was going on. Pretty much after Rokuro won, he's like, yeah, just eat me. Just do it.
You faced down
As where Teresa and Oscar are sitting in your body, trying to guilt you even though it's not your fault whatsoever. Like, it's ridiculous. I like those two sometimes. I just don't get it. Like, they're not even trying to admit, I'm not sure if I'd call it a mistake, but they're very poor decision making, resulting in something not so great.
many sorrows and hardships, and overcame them all.
Did I, though?
You did. And that's why
I'll make you a quiche later.
Could you make pudding too?
Sure. But are you just trying to butter me up so I'll cook for you?
Well, I mean, yeah. How did you know?
You really have grown a lot, haven't you? All right, let's go and find me some Melchior to eat.
Yeah!
Just the way she said that, let's find me some Melchior to eat. Melchior actually does sound like some weird food, like fermented milk or something. I don't know. Whoa, mother of cat souls. Oh, there's a cat's box right here and I ignored it. I almost have enough. I could probably come back. One thing in hindsight I don't really understand game design-wise is why did they bother giving us the hoverboard if we have to complete every area first before we can use the hoverboard? That's like giving someone an airship at the end of, like, a Final Fantasy game, like right before you fight the final boss or something. it makes backtracking through areas better, but that's the only reason that's there is because there's already so much backtracking in the game in the first place. So it's just like, why?
I'm not sure what Melchior is really capable of. What kind of man is he?
To put it short, he's the Exorcist's shadow.
Their shadow?
They're supposed to be free of malevolence, but they're only human, and so are those who they want to save. But sincerity and conviction alone won't save the world. To remain free of malevolence, they need someone to do their dirty work. A shadow.
I see. And that's Melchior's job.
During all my time at the Abbey, I was never aware of what he was really doing.
Yeah, he just kind of mumbled and walked around the castle and stuff, talking to himself.
So, why hasn't he succumbed to malevolence?
Because his belief in the Exorcists as the saviors of the world is pure and unyielding. It is a mountain of ice that will neither boil, nor melt, nor break. I know the depths of his frozen heart all too well.
Wait, does that mean you?
Yes. Melchior was raising me to be the shadow for the next leader of the Exorcists. Artorius himself. But that was a terrible mistake. I was unable to live up to his expectations.
So if things had gone as he planned, we'd be fighting you instead of Melchior.
I'm glad that didn't have to happen.
True. If Magilu was running the Abbey.
Oh
They would
god.
be completely unpredictable. That would be fierce.
Maybe. But doesn't that sound like a whole lot of fun? So Melchior was my shadow too.
Oh, feeling too sympathetic to fight him?
I wouldn't say that.
There's nothing to be sad about. Removing shadows is part of a shadow's job. Even if I'm a failed shadow, I'm still a witch, and I cast a deeper darkness.
Fair enough. One of you guys was surprised that I didn't really take in notice of the last town and how I wasn't really impressed by it, and I just wasn't. It's just a snowy town. Main reason is because compared to a lot of other RPGs and even earlier Tales games, it's just, I don't know, just northern lights in a town. It wasn't anything special.
I can see the peak just ahead. If Melchior's anywhere, he's there.
Be careful. That crafty old buzzard is nothing like Shigure. He won't fight us head on.
Honestly, Xillia 1 and 2 are probably my favorite Tales games, I guess I should say architecturally, because I find that the differences between... I don't want to give away a huge spoiler for the first two games, but let's just say basically there's like two worlds in that game, I believe. I forgot what they're called. It's been a long time. But it's interesting to see how different the worlds are from each other. Well, one's more simple, but depends on... like magic, and another one's a lot more technological and depends completely on that technology. Really interesting premise that I love a lot. And that's why, like, Jude's hometown, I can't remember the name of it, I think I've said this before, but it's probably my favorite location in any Tales game.
Is victory for us really possible? We're facing the legate, Lord Melchior.
I'd give us around 4 to 1 against.
4 to 1? Are our chances that slim?
Almost every trick I or any current exorcist knows can be traced back to him. If I throw out 3 arts at once, he'll pull 6 out of his hat. He knows our capabilities, and he's got far more power. 4 to 1 might be generous.
I suppose you're right.
However, we have Velvet, the boy, and Rokuro. Who knows what value they'll add when they run amok? It's impossible to calculate, but if luck goes our way, our chances will rise considerably.
Right. We are challenging the hardest possible foe.
But I'm only talking about a straight-up fight. Knowing Melchior, he'll have some nasty tricks.
No matter how you analyze it, the outlook is grim.
No, I saw them start fighting Melchior, and he's like, I am the ultimate mage, just throws sand in their eyes. Oh my god, why would you do that? I'm the ultimate mage.
Bison, you too?
What's wrong with a level-headed look at things?
Well, I mean, it's too predictable from Melchior. How he fights, he's looking exclusively for that. He's just gonna kind of analyze you and then see what you're doing. With Rokuro, Velvet, and, well, I guess Lofset's kind of random. Rokuro and Velvet kind of fight in a pretty feral way, I guess I'll just say. They have a lot up their sleeves.
Careful consideration could give us the tool we need to turn the odds in our favor. After all, Magilu, forewarned is forearmed, right?
Yes, that's true.
Even still, we won't find a weakness in him.
Let's take another hard look. What we need might be lying right at our feet.
At our feet, eh? I'll keep my eyes on the ground as we walk then.
You mean we're gonna throw him in the volcano? Is that what we're saying? Are we gonna Heihachi Melchior? That would be great. Oh boy, for some reason I feel like Melchior is gonna be quite the fight. And that for another reason, I don't think it's gonna be as fun as Shigure was. Seriously, so far in this game, I'd say my favorite fights so far have been Shigure and then Oscar and Teresa. Just because of how active they are, and you can stun them. Like, that's the main thing. You can actually stun them, and I'm not saying it's impossible for other bosses, but for other bosses, it takes so much work to even stun them for like 3 seconds. It's a little harsh on that end. Alright, Melchior, I'm coming for you.
The 4 elemental Empyreans are the beings that maintain the balance and harmony between earth, water, wind, and fire.
The Avatar.
Have you even stopped to think about why they sleep? About what waking them will do to this world's order?
Not really. I don't much care.
They sleep because of arrogant, insolent wretches like you. The Empyreans derive their power and that of their blessings from the prayers of the pure at heart. But humans became corrupted and neglected their prayers. The forgotten Empyreans drifted into slumber.
Human prayers are the source of their power? Just like the Malakim.
Are you trying to say Innominat blesses someone when he eats their soul?
As the 5th Empyrean, Innominat's purpose is to eat human souls, malevolence and all, and to wipe the slate clean. When all mankind is once again pure as a newborn babe, the elemental Empyreans can be safely revived.
You want to wipe the slate? But that means...
Yes, civilization will crumble. The spread of malevolence, the cleansing of Innominat, the cycle has repeated countless times over the eons. That is why human civilization rises and falls. But if this continues, humanity will never surpass a certain threshold. Thus, the Abbey will control Innominat's power, so that we may guide humanity into a new, better era.
It all makes sense now. You developed the art of armatization to control Innominat.
And in order to create the Armatus, you needed the technology found in Siegfried, didn't you?
So that's why you got Eifried involved in all of this.
Just as light cannot exist without darkness, no great achievement comes without sacrifice. Even I must be made tribute for the sake of our
Oh no, don't do this shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, there we go. He did it. Super Saiyan.
No, you don't!
Aizen, stop!
I told you. He's a crafty old buzzard.
I should have known it wouldn't be that simple.
Whoa. Tron Melchior.
Rebellious fools, ill-fallen so far, Magilonica.
I'm Magilonica no longer! I am the evil witch, Magilu!
He has 116,000 health, and he's weak to air. As much as I'd like to fight him with Moglu, I'm gonna bring Moglu in because who knows, it might be a situation like with Rokuro. She might have to block some Mystic Arts. Ow. You know, between Moglu's giant spells in Melchior, it's kind of hard to tell who's casting what. One thing I have to compliment the combat on one thing is it feels good when you get another soul. That sound when you hit them and gain another soul from hitting your weakness is great. Very rewarding. I don't know why. There we go. He's really not that bad so far. I feel like there has to be another phase, though, or something, doesn't there? Feels like he's going down way too easily. Okay, he's casting something. Oh, dear lord. Okay, that's something to run away from. I thought I could Theronize my way through it and just go unlimited health velvet, but that was not the solution. Stop following me, Melchior. Stop it. Stop it. Well, I'm gonna catch you, you youngster. I'm not what I used to be, but I swear with these 4 balls, my pelvic muscles work better than they ever before. Dude, I really did need to know that.
Imprisoned by the coldest cold, there you shall perish! Absolute prison!
Confirmed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was worried about that. I was worried everyone was just going to die. Oh. I tried to get away from everyone, but I need more life bottles. Badly. Let's see. You guys need to heal up. This is very hard to manage because...
No, I can't die here.
Ow. He's not playing fair right now, is he? Okay, come on, guys. Heal yourselves, please. Oh, no. Maglu. Actually, you're fine. Uh-oh. Someone needs to be healed in that circle, don't they? Maglu could probably use it. Uh-oh. He's casting something that does something. I wish they had like a... I do like the dodge system because it feels really good, but when it comes to dodging attacks that come in multiples, it can sometimes be nearly impossible. I kind of wish it was kind of like a third strike parry instead. That's a weird thing to say, but... You know, I kind of wish everything was a third strike parry now I think about it. Wait, am I not on... I'm on manual. That's why I'm missing so much. There we go. This is one of the few games where putting it on manual seems to give you so very little benefits. Okay, can one of you please just... Can I tell them to do an art? Specifically, just use a specific art? Oh, that's right. Neither of them can resurrect. Alright, in that case, since I don't... Well, I mean, Maglu's helpful in the fight. But, let's go with... I'll just leave Maglu in. You know, we'll just do it 3 people. This works. Oh my god! He went... Oh no. Oh, that was so lucky. That was so lucky. He just went from a move into an unblockable move. Okay, so... You know the funny thing is I realized about enemy mystic arts in this game? They really haven't been the thing that's been killing us, honestly. For the most part, it's been just their normal moves, especially the unblockable ones. Lava set? Uh-oh. Lava set. I'm gonna heal you, don't worry. Oh, I thought he'd be dead. Good thing my Velvet is so strong.
I cannot die yet. Not here. Not now.
Take that, Melchior. You actually weren't even that hard compared to...
Were I only 100 years younger?
Why do these bosses feel so good? Like, why wasn't the rest of the game like that? I'm gonna be honest, there's something about the stun values of these late game bosses. I can stun Melchior relatively easily, but not easily enough that that I can just plow through him and destroy him. Why are the rest of the bosses, like, constantly 99% block machines throughout the game? And why are these last ones designed so much better? I don't understand. I don't know what happened.
100? He's used an oath to add years to his life. Centuries, even.
Is that what you call rational? Sounds like an obsession.
I've said the same thing thousands of times. If it were my choice, I'd have let myself die naturally long ago. But did he not say? Man can turn reason into disorder, but also can we surpass it. Our true power is in transcending the possible to achieve the ideal.
So were the words of the Exorcist Claudin.
They were foolish.
Think what you will. I'll show you the truth of his words.
What? Okay, I don't have enough life bottles. I literally have 0.
You think illusions will work on us now?
Oh, never mind.
Not in the least. But it bought me enough time to finish my art.
Was seriously no one looking at him? I want him to do like Meteor.
Are you trying to set off the volcano?
You'll die too!
As long as I take the Lord of Calamity with me, I have no regrets. That's because I follow reason!
Oh, that's awesome!
Oh! How dare you insult Claudin's ideal soul!
Hey, Master. Emotions are a real pain, aren't they?
Velvet, how are you gonna get back? Velvet, you can't fly. Oh, okay. I guess you can now.
Velvet! Do it now! You're damn right I do! Hey, Imperial! The Lord of Calamity is here! Wake the hell up!
I'm sure this was the most optimal possible solution. Oh no, that's not good, is it? I knew they were gonna create a goddamn sky fortress. I don't know why, but that just seems to be the logical escalation for every Tales game. Are they still under the influence then, or is it gone? Was that enough?
What was that?
The elemental Empyreans have awoken.
We are free. We will no longer be your tools.
Oh.
Oh dear, what's happening?
The Malakim have free will now, don't they? That scene was so weird. It's just the guard standing around. All of a sudden, he's like, "What was that?" And he just turns around towards nothing, and nothing's happened. Divine Saber.
You saved us, Magilou. Thanks. If you hadn't thrown Melchior off balance, we'd all be dead.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to talk about that. I love how she used an illusion to, trick him into kind of staggering. I don't know what significant meaning that flower has, though, so hopefully it'll explain that, rather than like, oh, Melchior treasures life, or is it because of the teachings of his, friend that he's so into it? Maybe his friend said something about life and plant life? I don't know.
I settled my own affairs. Nothing more. But if you want to thank me, I accept gifts.
I take it back.
He couldn't hurt those flowers. Was that his oath?
No. That old fool loved flowers more than anything else. Far more than he did any living human. That's all there was to it.
I suppose even a legate can never fully control his heart.
Same goes for a witch. Sometimes living can be the hardest affliction.
Have the 4 elemental Empyreans awakened?
Who knows? But anything that would sleep through that isn't worth our time.
Better watch your mouth or they'll smite you. I can feel a shift in Inominat's domain.
Come on, Eisen, you're being ridiculous. Just like a bolt of lightning comes out of the sky and kills Rokuro.
Yeah, all 4 of them have awoken. Inominat has been pushed out from the Earth pulses.
Humanity's amplified resonances will diminish, and many Malakim will regain their free will. The Exorcists will likely lose a good chunk of their forces.
Eleanor, have you lost your ability to fight too?
Sorry to disappoint, but I can still see you. Evil demons, Malakim, and witches alike.
You know where he is.
I can feel him. His body has left the Earth pulses. He's somewhere above the Empyrean's throne now. Artorias is with him. However, Inominat is pushing back against the other Empyreans with incredible force.
If the 4 are defeated, we'll lose our last chance. No time to waste.
Let's go. It's time to end this.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that we're gonna waste a shit ton of time doing a bunch of side stuff I want to do before we finish. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do everything, that's for sure. There are some super bosses, one of which I have heard is absolutely ridiculous and requires like a special skill to even fight on hard. Or, no, I remember someone telling me that most people have to turn it down to normal, and even at that it's ridiculous, so I don't know.
The mountain doesn't appear to be erupting. Or doing anything else, really. I'd say that's a relief.
Were Melchior's claims only a bluff?
I'm not convinced. Most of his threats had as much truth in them as he could muster.
With the 4 Empyreans revived, the land is awakened. Changes in the Earth that once took eons will now happen in a few hundred years.
A few hundred years?
The mountain will erupt, but not for a long while.
A long while to a human, maybe. But compared to the history of the land, it'll be a blink of an eye.
But Inominat is the Empyrean of suppression. Who can say what will happen when we kill him? Well, it's not like I care anyway.
I think we should care.
Melchior sure was strong, wasn't he?
Yeah. If it weren't for Magilou's help, we wouldn't have stood a chance.
But you saw the opening she gave us and took it.
Did you want to be the one to finish him off?
If it mattered to me, I'd have fought him alone. We all had our reasons to fight him. The opportunity just happened to be yours. That's all there is to it.
I understand.
If Melchior had only manipulated Ifrid for personal reasons, then that would be settled now. But he was acting based on his idea of reason. That creating a world without malevolence was worth the cost of destroying people's free will. Ifrid won't be avenged until I destroy that very philosophy.
Your business with the Abbey isn't done.
Not even close. You all could just sit around twiddling your thumbs, and I'd still take the heads of Artorias and Inominat on my own. If you want to be the ones to finish them off, you'll have to beat me to it.
You're on.
I'll fight with everything I've got. That's all I can do.
That's plenty.
Literally, that's all he can do.
I really don't mean to pry, but I've gotta know. Does it feel good to pinch all those souls out from your stomach?
That's kind of a gross way of putting it.
I have to agree with Velvet. The way you put it sounds so inappropriate.
I'm pretty sure that was her point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why so cranky? I was only asking to see if you were getting hungry or not.
Then ask that in the first place.
Are you? Hungry, that is.
I do feel hungry, now that you mention it, but I don't think it has to do with losing those souls.
Then why is it?
Maybe my appetite is increasing as Inominat's suppression weakens.
Yeah, I'm suddenly feeling hungry myself.
My stomach could start growling at any moment.
I have been thinking of nothing but delicious things to eat for a while now.
I bet Magilu only brought it up because she's feeling peckish herself.
No, that's not the reason at all.
That settles it then. When we get back to the ship, you can take guard duty while we eat.
I'll make a quiche and pudding.
I'll cook up some pinyon and tomato stew.
Ooh, I'd love to try your cooking, Madame Eleanor.
Eat the Nephany tribe.
Getting all fired up about food. I would kill for a big bowl of sweet Calegian-style borscht!
Then go find me some peaches.
Why peaches?
Because you can't have Calegian borscht without peach pie for dessert.
They're all such good friends. I just realized for a while now, I was wondering, like, why aren't these expeditions coming back? And I guess I forgot to,
Scout
dispatch
ship
it.
setting sail.
Whoops. Oh well.
We've found quite a few geotrees so far. I feel like I've run 3 marathons back to back. I'm sorry, Bienfu. That's okay. All this exercise is making me nice and buff. You're right. You don't look any different, but when I touch you, I definitely feel muscles. I bet I could even take down Aizen and Rokuro with a single well-placed hit. I'm not so sure.
I would not say that.
But okay.
Bienfu, I know we're placing a heavy burden on you with all this geoboard business, and I'm sorry for that. But we really appreciate it. You've been truly helpful.
Aw, Madame Eleanor, you're too sweet. You're nothing like that mean old Miss Magilu.
How are you coping with your fatigue?
I'm kind of not, actually. In fact, I don't think I'll ever recover. Unless you give me a nice massage, Madame Eleanor.
I think I can manage that.
I didn't think that actually worked.
I'm quite good at working out those pressure points. I can really grind the butt of my spear in just the right spots and have you feeling refreshed in no time. But I have to warn you, it might hurt a little bit.
What? You know what? Never mind. I'm good. You don't have to push so hard.
Why does she look so angry?
That is refreshing, but ow!
She looks so upset. Alrighty then, the world is now open to us again. I have no idea what to do now. Oh, we can't actually warp out. We have to, do we have to board all the way back?
Glad to see you made it back in one piece, Velvet.
I'm here on orders from the boss to help you guys out.
We could certainly use it. How are things back in the city?
I came here from Heloise, so I don't know how far the suppression...
The Black Fang Bloodwings. God damn it. What is the Black Fang even? What is that even from? You know what? I've heard that like 3 different times in media, so never mind.
has progressed. But I can tell you that the Abbeys designated the area north of Heloise as a Class 4 administrative zone.
Another one?
Which means they've pulled their forces out of the area.
What about the people of Melchior?
Everyone got out safe and sound, although they did petition for the extermination of the Lord of Calamity.
Of course.
I say we make this town our new hideout. When else are we ever gonna find a hideout that comes with hot springs?
That's a good idea. We should leave Kamoana and the others here.
Dial, could you stay and help them out?
As if you even had to ask.
Well, that's surprisingly reliable for you, Dial.
Hey, that hurts. Now get going already. Benwick and the crew are making preparations in Heloise right now.
Ah, thank you, you big lizard. Wait, why do you still want to talk?
Hey, Rokuro, how'd the showdown with your brother turn out?
I killed him. But I couldn't break Stormhowl.
Is that because Stormhowl was an even stronger sword than Kuragane's?
No. Even with Shigure's full strength behind it, Stormhowl didn't even leave a nick in Kurogane's blade. If I didn't have this sword, I'd be dead now. I think I just couldn't break Stormhowl because I'm still too inexperienced.
But you won the match, didn't you?
Yeah, but only by combining my techniques with Kurogane's craftsmanship.
And I had like 5 to 6 other people helping me. Seriously, like, I guess that's the one thing I find kind of disappointing, but I'm glad Rokuro's kind of reasonable on. Because early in the game, every time we fought Shigure, he would freak out and lose it every time someone else tried to help him. But I think that's because he wasn't really looking at his own weakness. But this time around, he's like, nah, I can't win. You guys just help. Just help me.
If that's the case, then as long as you're wielding it, that sword is Stormquell. After all, Kuragane's sword did quell the Godblade's raging storm.
Do you think Kurogane would agree?
Are you kidding? You know how stubborn that guy is. He'd just say he'd forge something even stronger the next time. And that's why I say you shouldn't be satisfied with how you are either, Rokuro.
I know. I'll find even
That was completely different than what was in the subtitle.
stronger opponents to cut down. By my hand, Kurogane's Stormquell will become even more legendary than Stormhowl ever was.
That's the spirit! Show him what we demons can do!
I really wonder when we are going to achieve the last tier of Mystic Arts. Because I'm assuming Rokuro's last one must use Stormquell in it, right? I just don't know when we're gonna get them. I don't know if it's a level thing, because if so, that kind of sucks, because leveling's kind of hard in this game once again. Unless I turn down the difficulty. When white warps, black is true. The old lady has a way with words, alright. Just talking to myself. You're here for a request, right? I am indeed. So this deadly mountain enemy. Couldn't even damage it. Provides ability to trigger a random skill which grants the player invincibility on chaos. Okay, doesn't matter. Chaos. Doesn't matter. These ones kind of matter.
You there, Exorcist! Do you know what happened to the Praetor, Lady Teresa? She used to be in charge here. Lady Teresa is the only one who can restore law and order in our town. Please, send a message to the Abbey. Tell them that the citizens of Heloise are awaiting her return. Even if the Lord of Calamity herself were to attack, I won't budge until Lady Teresa returns to us.
What will refusing to move accomplish?
If my life is in danger, I know Lady Teresa will come to save me. Her, and that ice-cold glare of hers.
Teresa won't be coming back.
What?
If you really love Teresa, you shouldn't rely on her to protect you. You should become strong enough to protect her.
Whoa, that burning glare of yours.
Oh no. Oh no.
I like it.
Wait, what?
Dude, there's like a cute girl right here talking to you. And you're worried about Teresa? Like, come on, man. Madam Exorcist, could you tell me your name? Huh? I'm Eleanor Hume. Madam Eleanor, I will speak frankly, for my heart commands it to do so. I love both you and Teresa. Yep, that's a man. Wait, that's the exact same girl that was just over there, though.
We need to be ready if the Calamity or Demons show up in town.
When the Calamity attacked the first time, there was massive confusion. Some children got hurt in all the madness. We're preparing evacuation boats. so that we can all flee out to the sea if anything happens.
It's a good idea, but it will be hard to evacuate the entire town by boat. You'd best prepare a land route, too.
That's a good point. But wouldn't a land route run the risk of being attacked by demons?
Yes. You'll need to guard it as heavily as you do the city gates. It would be best if you could devise a way to prevent demons from intercepting the escape route, but...
Some of the Exorcists lost use of their Malakim. We can't count on the Abbey's garrison to help us.
I'll send a request for aid to the Abbey. But please, don't give up. Try to think of something.
Of course. There's no way we'll give up. You can't rely on someone else to protect you.
Can you really ask the Abbey for help?
I can send a Sylph-Jade to some of my old friends from when I was still in training. Even if they refuse to trust a traitor like me, they won't ignore the plight of the people here in Heloise.
Oh, okay. That's what I was about to say. Are you just lying to them? Or are you lying to them, promising protection, and letting them die? That's rather cruel for you, Eleanor. I wouldn't expect that from her.
Hey, how long are you going to sit there crying? You can't be a fisherman if you're afraid of some Lord of Calamity.
The demons that wrecked this town are still alive. Who knows when they'll show up again?
How about right now?
Sniveling idiot! Keep whining like that, and this calamity whatever will keep walking all over you!
But what can we do? We can't even defeat a single demon.
That's why we take our boats, catch some fish, and make sure we've got enough food to keep on surviving. Didn't they drill anything into that fool head of yours in school? Ugh. Do I have to knock some sense into you? Get up and get the boat ready!
That is one hot-headed dad.
Too hot for any demons to get near. That's for sure.
You're gonna go fishing in this weather? Oh, that must suck.
Welcome back! I take it you defeated the Legates.
Yes, but that still leaves Enominat and the Shepherd.
Onward ho to the last battle! Oh, I picked up something nice for you. Here.
An apple?
An apple?
It's a fortune apple. A good luck charm. No real powers, but they're hard to find. Legend has it, they're pretty lucky.
A fortune apple.
But we're the bad guys, aren't we? Maybe what we need is bad luck instead.
I think the Reaper's got that covered.
Aw, that's just mean.
Well, I appreciate the thought. Thanks, Benwick. I love apples.
Just don't eat it.
I couldn't eat it, even if I wanted. Wait a moment. That's right. My power to consume is a part of Enominat. If that's true, then...
What is it?
You want a bite? Delicious fortune apple.
No way. That's a good luck charm.
It's just gonna rot, though, and become all smelly.
That it is. One to give you the courage you need to survive.
So, where's our final destination?
A floating
Imperium's
castle.
Throne.
Sail for Port Zexon.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Aye, aye, sir.
I don't want to go there right now.
Do you think that with Enominat's power waning, people will be free again?
Well, the pirates are acting like pirates again. May take longer for others, but I think it's happening.
What do you think of traveling around to see for ourselves? I'd like to know what's going on out there.
I'd like to meet the elemental Empyreans, if I could.
That's not a great idea. They're all in various Earth Pulse points, but where those are is a mystery. They could be very far off.
And they might not view us as allies.
Yep, gods live by their own rules. Our business with Enominat probably doesn't concern them.
You're right.
It might be wise to scope out the situation before our battle. As we go around, we might find out more about what Artorias is up to.
Wait a minute. They said
Just
6
don't eat 'em.
elemental are...
Got it?
I won't. Don't worry.
The 6 elemental Empyreans, right? There's 6 of us, so that gives me an idea of... Maybe that's how you get the 3rd tier arts.
Hey, Rokuro! I heard about a Class 4 island that sounds damn near
Another
perfect for
one?
you.
An island that's perfect for me. Do the rivers flow with good drink?
Now that you mention it. But no, different island. I'm talking about you as a swordsman. The demons there all run around the island in suits of armor and helmets and stuff, I hear.
Armored demons are not unusual.
Yeah, but what I heard tell was that all the Exorcists who got sent there came back with their swords broken. I don't know if they've got swords too, or if their armor is just that strong, but I reckon your sword will be able to stand up to them.
Well then, I've heard worse ideas.
If you believe the tales, that island used to be a place where swordsmen and knights competed to see who was stronger.
Oh yeah, I know the island you're talking about. Craftsmen from all over gave their finest weapons and armor to the greatest of warriors and made them fight. It was as much a showcase for those wares as it was a contest of strength.
So the demons on that island might come at us wielding fine arms and armor.
I'm certainly up for checking it out. I'm curious to see how good the stuff really is.
After all I've told you, you still want to go? What is wrong with you?
You can now go to the Class 4 Island Administrative Zone. Okay, so there's a lot of places... No, actually, we can't go anywhere. We are either going to Port Zexon, or we are going to the Class 4 Zone. Which we will do, but before we do that, I think I need to go shop. We're low on life bottles, and I forgot to replenish them after our fight with Melchior. So weird being at the end of the game like this. I don't know, something about it just not having a clear direction as to what I'm going to do next. Because I know we're going to fight Artorias, that's what's coming up, of course, and there's probably a giant super dungeon that's going to frustrate the hell out of me. But I'm very excited to see what's out there and what's at the end, and I'm probably going to do a bit of the side stuff, and then I'm probably just going to go fight Artorias. I don't plan on doing every little side thing, as there's a lot you can do. But, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see once again. I just don't know all that's out there. First, let's go to that Class 4 zone and, you know... I'll let it out the whole fight, and I'll just keep pushing X while you guys, while literally looking at my phone. I don't think I even have to look at the screen for these. Okay, there we go.
I wish I had power like that.
I'd forget about it if I were you.
7 minutes of hitting X. Haggler's Acerite. Reduces the amount of gold required for enhancing... Oh, that is the best one so far. Enhancing equipment... Well, no, wait. No, that's dumb. I hardly ever run out of gold while doing that. I need the items to do so. Let's finally go to Port Zexon. That's our mandatory stop before we can actually do anything or go anywhere else at all.
So, what was it you needed to say to me alone?
Where's Laphicet?
He wanted to stand watch with me, but I forced him to get some rest. After all this fighting, he needs it.
I owe you. That kid always tries to play the tough guy.
You know, I completely stopped noticing the halo above her head after a while. Just like I'm sure a lot of you guys don't even remember the fact that Eisen doesn't actually wear an eye patch.
Just like the one who named him.
He's nothing like me. His motivation comes from hope.
Hope.
The wind is nice.
Yes, the world may teem with hardship and sadness, but it's also filled with beauty. The endless ocean, the islands in the south, even the frozen tundra and the mountains that spew fire.
It is. And humans make their home among all that beauty. This is the world that Laphi always yearned to travel. I finally understand what he saw when he sat looking out over the ocean. Eleanor, I have a single favor to ask of you. If anything happens to me, take care of Laphicet.
What? Is something the matter?
The power possessed by the Therians and Innominat is fundamentally the same. I have a theory. No, theory is too rational. A different part of me, something separate from my hatred, wants me to do something. It wants me to leave this world with hope.
Wait, you don't mean...
Humor me, okay? If the worst happens, I'm counting on you.
I understand. You have my word. I'll look after Laphicet. While I'd love to take advantage of this momentary weakness, I can't. My oath is to obey your orders until my dying breath.
I'd almost forgotten about all that. Good thing I kicked your butt after all. Well, the suppression field is gone.
And in its place, rampaging demons.
We expected that. Thanks for everything.
I only did what I felt like doing. Who needs thanks for that?
Let's go. We have a fight to finish with the Shepherd.
Except for the fact that we're not gonna do that yet.
Innominat's power may have weakened, but I think that'll only cause more of a stir in the cities.
Without the Abbey's Exorcists, the people will have a hard time quelling demons.
Are you crying?
I'm simply coming to terms with reality. I've learned to think for myself rather than let others do the thinking for me. It's painful and frightening, and comes with great responsibility. But this is who I am now. It's on me to own up, face my fears, and keep moving forward.
You're a piece of work, but I don't mind having you around.
Yes, I'm not weak like I used to be.
No, you aren't.
You don't have to bear the weight of the world alone, though.
I understand that. I will do only what I can.
You always say that, but then you end up overdoing it, right? If you push yourself to the limit and it's still not enough, there's no shame in relying on others.
Rokuro, thank you so much.
You realize you just thanked a demon, right?
I'm aware of that.
Yeah, she's come to like them a lot more.
Take a look at this.
A new recipe! I've gotta try it!
I've discovered a new recipe. I mean, it's obvious that she likes us a lot more, but I think she's come to terms with, like, the whole not all demons are evil stance.
We put all our faith in you because you said you could protect us. We endured all your harsh rules and laws.
So how can you tell us you can't defeat the demons because you can't control Malakim anymore?
We don't understand why we've lost the ability to control our Malakim. But even without my Malak arts, I will fight to my dying breath to protect all of you. So please, calm down.
I'm not listening to anything the Abbey says anymore.
What are you looking at? Yeah, you there. Mean-looking guy. Get over here.
I think I'll pass. Thanks.
Hey, Muscles! Get back here! I'm not through with you!
Please stop. I understand that you're worried and upset, but now isn't the time to be fighting amongst ourselves. Please, let us all stand together. Help us fight off the madness and the demons that threaten our world. And if that's not good enough for you, you can face me instead.
Guess I'm sorry.
That exorcist has some serious backbone.
I know, I was about to say, it's the most badass exorcist yet. That was awesome. He should get a promotion. Not that the Abbey will even exist after this well, no, they'll probably exist, but differently.
Hey, it's you! Magilou's Debauchery.
Magalou's Debauchery, her death metal band.
It's Menagerie.
I finally get a chance to see the famous Magilou's Menagerie. I've been waiting forever to meet up with you again.
Meet up with us? Why?
Well, with my bad luck, I've always just missed out on seeing your splendiferous performances. So, well, I made my own menagerie. The Abbey is a mess, and people everywhere are scared. Demons abound, and, well, everyone's so gloomy.
So I thought that this is exactly the time when people need something fun and happy to lift their spirits. My troop is still in training, but we're almost ready.
That's wonderful. What do you call yourselves?
I wanted something with power, impact. So behold,
Oh, no.
we are the Dark Wings.
Dark Wings. Huh.
Hey, what gives? That's a terrible reaction.
You're trying to cheer people up, right? So why dark? And dark wings only make me picture crows. Or bats, maybe.
Really? When I think of the Dark Wings, I think comedy. Maybe I should rethink this. Oh, I got it! We'll be the Dark Smile!
A sequel to
Sounds
Dark
like you've
Souls.
got a pretty dark sense of humor. You really want to go with such a dark-hearted name?
Okay, fine. The Dark Magic. No, the Dark Circus. No, that's no good. The Darkest Hour.
That
The
is a
dark-
death metal band already, actually.
Maybe you could try losing the dark part.
Good point. All right then. How about this one? The Peddlers of Joy.
We don't accept solicitations.
Fine, forget you. I've made my decision. We're Darkwing Menagerie of Comedy, and that's final.
You really went all out. Still, you've got zing, kid. Here's hoping you have many dark years to come. Magikazam!
Thanks. That makes us rivals now, but still, from one entertainer to another. Good luck.
About that Magikazam of yours? You only use that spell when you couldn't care less what happens, right?
What this world needs now is a good dose of apathy. Am I right?
But here's hoping you have many dark years to come. That's not very nice at all, is it?
Magikazam!
I love her. It's like a flashback of like, Maglu, when did you come up with that? And it's just Melchior trying to study. He's like, I swear to God, if you say Magikazam one more time, just say it once more. You're going in the cupboard, young lady.
I can't get my hands on nectar or a good drink anymore. But thanks to that, I've finally seen the light. I tried drinking lots of different things to help cope with my cravings. And I discovered that a nice cup of tea really does the trick.
It does.
You can't give kids the heavy stuff. But tea? Kids, adults, the elderly, everyone can enjoy it.
That's a good positive point of view.
Getting sick of tea is like getting sick of breathing. It's one of my favorite quotes ever.
I'm thinking about using my life savings to open a tea shop filled with tea from all over the world.
Do
Rather
it.
than let ourselves get all worked up panicking over the demons, we'd be better off sitting down with a nice cup of relaxing tea.
I mean, that's not going to
It'd be
solve the
wonderful
problem,
if
but
you sold some tasty pies or cookies there too.
I know, right? I need to find some baked goods that go well with tea. Maybe I can find a girlfriend while I'm at it.
wait, you're drunk? He doesn't sound drunk at all.
Well, good luck with that.
Thanks. Speaking of which, are you single?
Sorry, think I'll pass.
Yeah, figured as much.
I'm not giving up. I'll find a wife or die trying, so ask again, will you marry me? Nope. Ditto. I figured. Oh, it's okay, buddy. You'll find someone. It's so, like, disheartening to see, like, all these people just be like, hey, Eleanor, can I have a chance? She's like, no, you have no chance. I mean, she's busy, of course, so, like, she doesn't have time for this, but still. It's kind of sad to see so many people get turned down. Not that I know that feeling. I never gotten turned down ever. At all, right? Okay, but... Oh, good gravy. Okay, so... Moglu's Menagerie in Motion. And another Moglu's Menagerie in Motion. Oh god, I have to see that with Eisen. Laphicet and the Ancient Remedy. So that's for the next side quest. And Joyful Nordal. Collect green Nordals. So next episode, I think I'm going to have 2 more episodes. One where I do all of this. And then the next one, I'm just going to go and do the Empyrean Throne thing. So, yeah, see you guys then. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. It might be a little shorter than normal. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I'm about to actually do something right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's kind of short and I don't think I talk too much. I worry about that a lot. I'm going to be honest. When I record videos, I worry that I'm too silent. Because sometimes I just like to sit and observe rather than speak and say something dumb and unnecessary. But that's most of what I say. But I hope you guys liked the video. And if you did, please leave a like. It helps out a lot. It really does. And I thank you for all your support on this series up until this point. And I can't wait to get to that side quest stuff and finish the game. If you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just click subscribe. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Riding out.